Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So, I've completed my, I've completed putting the drills onto my owl clock. This was from One Day Saving. It was part of a PR package that they've sent me to review for them. I did get this one free of charge, just for full disclosure. Yeah, and I'm really pleased with it. I think the colours are wonderful, and your 3, your 6, your 9 and your 12 show up really nicely. Yeah, I just think the drills went down really well. It was nice and sticky, and it was quite a nice little project to do. I think I completed it in about 2 to 3 hours on and off. Yeah, it really sparkles. It's a really nice canvas, and it's flattened out nicely. I think if you remember when I unboxed it, it was a little bit wrinkly, but I will be cutting it out. I'm not going to put it as a square clock. It has got lines round if you wanted to put it as a square clock, a square canvas. It's a round picture, isn't it? But I want to cut it out as a round. But before I do that, I'm going to have to seal it. So I will seal it today. I've got all my bits and pieces ready for doing the sealing. But we'll kit down first. I'll show you how nice and sparkly it is. Look at the owl, look at her little face. And if you're wondering what that little white dot is, that is where the mechanism for the clock is going to go. I'm going to have to work out how to get that hole out. Unfortunately, I've got a crocodile. Anybody who's a card maker or a crafter from We Are Memory Keepers do a hole punch, and they do, is it the big croc or something like that, one with a really long arm to punch out long holes that are in middles like this, but unfortunately I've not got one of those, so I'll have to work out a way to get that hole out neatly, although it will be covered by the clock mechanism, so maybe it won't need to be quite as neat as I was thinking. But yeah, I just think the colours are lovely. I love the colour purple anyway. It's got my hot pink in, hot pink. And then the aqua colours here, and then all the little pearls all the way around just really do make it pop. And I like sort of like the little stripy bits here, and then all your, they're similar to like a paisley sort of shape, paisley design, similar. And then we've got like a shell here, and this, I think this is probably a feather. So lots of different shapes. It was fun to do. I enjoyed doing this one, and I think special drills, when you're doing them, do come together really quickly, and you get a really good sense of achievement. It is part of my smashing the specials. I have done quite a lot of others as well, but what I'm going to do is do a video at the end of August, so you can see everything that I've done, rather than doing them all one by one. But because this is a PR package, I thought I would show you this one first. So there's lots of drills left. I've kept my little sticker there off my bag, so I know which one it is. As you can see, I did get the extras, and they've all been used up, so we're going to kit this one down. It is specials. Let me just pop Owlie out the way. It is special drill, so I will be putting them into my special drill storage, which again is based on Admore Zest Rebecca, 4Kids at 147. She's got a new company now, so well done, Rebecca. And yeah, so I've got it all set up. So I've got silver, gold, orange, red, pink, purple, green and blue, sort of in just the plain crystals, and then the same but with white and black in all the shaped crystals. And I have a bag for each sort of one. So what I need to do with these is sort them out sort of into colour order. So that's a black, then we've got a pink, and oh no, that's a red, excuse me, that's a pink, and then we've got the blues. What I do with these, I don't put them in exact colour order, as it were. Sorry, I'm saying a lot today. I must be in an mood. Oh, purple stars, look at how many little purple stars I've got left. Absolutely love the little purple stars. Not had any purple stars before, so they will have to have a new bag, which means I'm going to have to find some bags. Okay, that could be fun. Right, that one's empty. Oop. That one's alive. That one's the little pearls. That's a larger red, so we'll put that with, is that the red there? Yeah. That's a blue, that's a larger blue. It just means when I go through like my gold, silver and everything, I've got them sort of in an order. They're the whites and that's the gold. So we'll start off then with gold. Gold. No, I better not sing. It hasn't rained today, so I better not sing. Okay, so I've got a few different shades of the gold. What I'm doing is I'm putting it to the nearest one. As you can see, I've got a massive bag of those, and I just put a little bit of black card in it. Originally it was Rebecca's idea to help the bags stay upright if they're a bit squidgy bag, but it does help you see the colour a little bit better as well. I think sometimes white card, particularly with sparkly gems, doesn't make it show up quite so much. So on my sparkly gems, I've put black cards in the background on, well, on these anyway. Plus, I'm using up some card. I say I am a crafter and I hate throwing anything away. So these, actually, these bits of black card are all the edges from when I framed my diamond paintings. And I've cut down an A3 size or a larger size piece of card. These are the bits that were left over on the edges, and they're just fitted into the bags. So it would be rude not to use them. Okay, so let's have a look at these golds. Now then, I think because these are like gold half spheres, I think they may be in a separate bag on their own in the shapes. As you can see, I've got different shapes here for different ones. So we've got stars there. Have I put the little stars? Yeah, I've put the little stars and the big stars in that one. So they'll go in that one. And then I've got, oh, look at those. I love those rectangle gold. Sorry, I shouldn't really be doing this. It's going to take forever, isn't it, if I go through every single one. So that's my half gold spheres. As you can see, I've got different sizes in there as well. My thinking is I don't want a bag for every single one. Otherwise, I'm just going to have hundreds and hundreds. And I haven't got the space or the patience to go through hundreds of bags. So I just thought, well, if I put sort of similar ones in one bag, then you can see when you tip them out, you know, if you do want one, if you say, oh, I've lost one, or I want to put one on a little project. If you're just doing something yourself, you can just dip into your bag and get them. So that's that one, which I've put down now and I can't see where I've put it. It's there. Oh, dear me. And I don't think we had any more gold, so I can put these back. But yeah, they're just sort of, well, I mean, if you do any yourself, it's entirely up to you how you do them. But this is just how I arrange them. This is how my brain works. Goodness me, very chaotic. Okay, so let's have a look at these. They're definitely not that pale one, look. So are they that one or are they that one? No, I think they're going to go into this one. I think they're more that colour. So as I say, I just put it as the nearest colour, because one of my paintings that I was doing the other day, a special drill painting. Oops, let's come up here a bit so you can see. Oh, better get a tray as well. Spilly Liz, better get a tray. Yeah, so one of my special drill paintings, they'd put like a really strange colour for, I think it was an owl that I was doing, would you believe? An owl, another owl. So yeah, I got my purples out. I thought, oh, I'm going to put purple on this. So I just tipped them all out into my tray. And I just picked out, you know, the colours that I wanted to do. And I could clearly see under my light and my magnifier, I hasten to add, the actual colours that were exactly the same. Or if you're doing, say, something like a leaf and you're wanting green on it or flowers, then the colours aren't always necessarily the same. So having similar shades, but not quite the same in a bag, don't really make that much difference, because when you put them on a flower or a leaf, then yeah, nature doesn't have exactly the same colour all over one petal. You'll find that there's subtle little shades. So anyway, sorry, I'm waffling. Oh dear, let's see if these labels will come off. No, I'm going to have to get my glue gun out now. I have used these a couple of times. No, I haven't. It's the others I've used a couple of times. But yeah, they're a bit sticky. So let's put these in this one. I do like just having little bags to put them in. I could never throw these away. I know some people don't keep the drills and do throw them away, but it's just not in my nature to be able to throw something away that I could possibly use again. although I am getting better, because over the years, we've lived in this house over 20 years now, and you tend to find that you have so much stuff that you do need to start getting rid. And I have had a big cull on my craft stuff, and yeah, it broke my heart. And I've sent a lot of little green trays. I had about 300 little green trays. I've put them in a charity bag, and I thought, well, maybe somebody will find something to do with them in the charity shop. Because I'm not sure if they will go in the recycling. I don't think they will. I don't think they are recyclable, even though they are plastic, which is a shame. Okay, so let's have a look. What shall we do next? Let's do the blues. So we've got 3 blues, one that's a normal size and one that's a little bit bigger. So let's get the blues out. Blue, 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 blue. Okay, not quite as many blues. I try and restrict how many I put them into. Oh, I've got like an aqua blue there as well. So is that like the aqua colour? Yep, that will go in that one. I try and restrict it. I don't want lots and lots of colours, and as you can see, I've got thousands of them. So what I'm actually going to do with all of these, I don't think I can possibly use them. I could maybe try and do my own crystal painting. I have thought I might try getting a canvas, and rather than using the drills that it comes with, then actually use crystals on it instead. But I would have to sit and think that and work that one out. So I get all these ideas usually at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm wide awake and I should be asleep. So is that one? Or is it more? No, it's definitely not that one. So it's that one there. So we'll put it in that bag. Okay. Oh, my camera's a little bit further up today. I'll have to try and shove these up a little bit, otherwise you're not going to see them, are you? I'll have to have longer arms. Millie's downstairs with her dad this morning. We've had a chaotic morning this morning. It was, oh, sorry, squeaky chair. Now then, they're a little bit bigger, so I think they'll be in the other style one. So let's have a look. And we've got another blue there, so we'll have a look at that one as well. Yeah, so I've bathed Hubby this morning, I've bathed Millie this morning, we've had our month's grocery delivery this morning, and then I've tidied up a bit as well. So it's been a busy morning, so I've come up here now into my craft room just for an hour, just so I can relax and have a chat, and yeah, just get on with some nice stuff. I hate putting shopping away. And that's why, I don't like going to supermarkets. I do like getting my shopping delivered now. I find that you tend to get more what you want. And I didn't get any substitutions today either, which was amazing. Because the last few times when they've not been saying that there's going to be shortages of things due to no lorry drivers, I've had substitutions. But this time, there was no substitutions at all. Very odd. Anyway, back to blues. Let's have a look over there more. Okay, so blue. Yeah, so we've had the grocery delivery. I hate putting shopping away. It's my pet hate. I used to hate it, you know, when you come in and you've got a car absolutely full. And Hubby always used to find an excuse to disappear. So I ended up doing it all myself. Is that colour? No, that's not really that colour. But I don't think I've got a colour that's near enough to it. Nope, it's going to go in that colour then. It will go in. It's definitely not those. So it'll go in with this one. That's fine. And this one hasn't got a bit of card in. I'll have to find a bit of card. That's what happens when you get another bag and another bag and another bag. And then you run out of bits of card. So yeah. So yeah, I hate putting shopping away. And I used to hate unloading the car. But our Tesco's deliveries now, where I get the shopping from, they don't put any plastic bags. There's no offer of putting it in plastic bags now, and they used to put tray liners in the trays that you got your delivery in, and they don't put those in either anymore. So I have to be there with my like shopping bags ready, and I'm getting quite good at it now, because obviously with hubby's disability I have to do everything, and I'm ready there. So I've got my bag for my frozen, bag for my fresh, bag for my food cupboard and everything, so I can get on quite nicely with it. But I still hate doing it, and I don't know why. I mean, it's not really that long a job, but it's just one of those things that I just think, oh no, not shopping delivery again. Right, have I got, no, they're little hearts, so I've not got those, but I'm sure I will have them somewhere. Have I got them in silver then? Let me have a look. Have a look. Would I have put them more in silver? They're a little teardrop. They're marquees. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I've got them there. So they're in silver. So let's put those in there a second. Just get rid of these. Oh dear. Yeah, it's been a busy old morning. Millie's been out for a walk as well. And I was under strict instructions not to let her roll. Or she was under strict instructions not to be rolling in anything nasty, otherwise she'd be having another bath. Albeit she did want to get in with hubby this morning. It was quite strange. She was sat next to the bath. I said, are you wanting one? Because normally I would have waited till she comes back from a walk. But no, she wanted a bath, so she got a bath. I think with it being so hot, she just likes the cool water, because I only do really, really cool water. Not completely cold, but, you know, like a nice cool on her. And she's got her own little shampoo and everything. Spoiled dog, very spoiled dog. And yeah, so she, oops, don't put that one in upside down, Liz, you'll be losing them all. So yeah, she went for a little trot this morning. Yeah, they're definitely red, and that's a purple. So I'm not going to be able to put that away because I've just realised I've got my purple downstairs, so I'll have to put that on one side for now. I've still got it on my desk from when I did my little project. Oh, have I? I may just have a look. As you can tell, I'm as organised as ever. So pink, because I think that is definitely, yep, that's pink. Hot pink, hot pink. I do like my hot pink. Gives a pop to everything, doesn't it? Okay, put that in there. Gonna have to be sorting these boxes out. I think they're getting a bit full, these bags, and I might get rid of some, see if anybody wants any spares. As I say, my idea to do a canvas using just special drills. I might give it a go. I've got so much to do at the moment. I've still got my 2021 canvas to finish, which I haven't even kitted up yet. I've got my big 40 by 40 canvas of my custom of Millie, which I do want to get done this year as well. Reds, aren't they? And then I have, what else? Oh, it's Drills and Chills starting on the 1st of September. So my new canvas hasn't come for that yet, which is really sad. That's that red there. So I've got to get my Drills and Chills canvases, my backup ones that I did my unboxing on the other night. I've got to get those out ready. I'll have to kit those up. Yeah, I've got a custom of my previous Scotty Maisie Daisy, as she was. I've got to get her, that one, kitted up when it comes. And that's going to be my Drills and Chills. And then obviously I've got my hedgehog one as well, my hedgehog challenge. I'm going to do one little square of each of those each day if I can, and try and get those done so I can do my conclusion on that one. So I've got two lots of red there, bigger rounds and some big tear-ups. Okay, doke. And I am looking at microphones. I know people are saying that I am quite quiet, which is just hysterical because I've always been told I'm really loud, and the amount of times I've been out with people and saying shh, shh. And I just think, oh, for goodness sake, if somebody's listening, let them, I ain't bothered. I'm glad I'm that interesting that somebody wants to listen. Or eavesdrop, shall we say. Yeah, so that's the big teardrops into that one. Okay, that's that one done. Okay, yep, that's those. So we just need the big rounds now, or the medium size round, which I'm sure I've got because red seems to be quite a, yep, that's that size. As you can see, I've got big ones and medium ones and semi-medium ones, or just bigger than small. Oh dear me. the way my brain works. Oh, that one's a gold one. That one doesn't want to be in with the reds. Why has that escaped? Get back in the gold, you. Must have got picked up when I was doing one before. So get that one back in there. So these are getting a bit tight and a bit full. Yes, I've got an awful lot to do. I noticed somebody had put on the Facebook post today, does anybody leave the housework? And does it come second to diamond painting? And I just replied, well, housework, I'm sure I've heard of it, but is that things that people who don't diamond paint do? Okay, so that's like a pearly one. And that's a smaller pearly one, so we're looking at the pearly ones. So let's look at these. Oh, that's a teardrop, so that's a round, but I don't know whether that's, is that the same size round? I've got any different size rounds in the pearly ones. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ooh, that one's, let me see. That one's a bit smaller, really. Small pearls. I'll have a look in the white, actually. Oh, there's a small pearl, look. Is that one then? Or have I got that? I don't think I've got white in the normal crystals. So, oh, hang on, what's these? No, they're like a creamy colour. Oh, that's my glow in the dark ones. Oh, glow in the dark. Yes, I'll definitely be using those on drills and jewels canvases. Oh, and I've got some wonderful, the project I'm doing at the moment, I don't know if you remember my big sand castle I've just recently kitted up. I am doing that one at the moment, and I've just finished all the orange ABs on it, and I've got loads left. So I thought, yay, that couldn't have come a better time. I can now use all those ABs on my drills and chills Halloween canvases. Ooh, do 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 do. Let's put those into this one. Okay. Oops. Oh, look, I'm picking up the wrong thing now. My head is all over the place this morning. I've had about 4 cups of tea. I'm not particularly a coffee drinker. I am a tea drinker. I like a good old strong cup of tea and a dash of milk, and that's me set up for the day. But I do drink gallons. I love my cups of tea, but I've got now that I don't drink them after a certain time, otherwise I don't sleep, because there is still caffeine in tea, and I do want to try and sleep. I don't get interruptions. We do formation toileting in this house. Millie gets up and she wants to go, and then hubby gets up and he wants to go. So I think, oh well, I might as well go as well. So I apologise for the toilet talk. Just fast forward that bit if you don't like that bit. But yeah, we do formation toileting in this house. Oh dear. When one goes, we all go. Okay, so, and my little purple stars I need a new bag for as well. So I'll put those on one side, and I'll sort those out in a bit. So I'll just get that one off there. So that's that kitted down, apart from my little purples. So I will do those. I'll put those with that. I do need to clean those off because they are quite sticky on the top, but they're ready to be used again. But they were great to use. I think it was the first time I'd used them, and they didn't slip about. They did stay in place, because if you remember my case that I've got with the just the loose tubs, they tended to slip about a bit and weren't in the same place. When I put them back, they tended to slide a bit, but those stayed really firmly in place and were really good to use. So I will definitely be using those again. Just put my drills back. Right, and let's get the canvas back, and we'll get this sealed. And then once it is dry, I'll do a separate video on making the clock, because I did say that I would make the clock. So what I'm going to do is put it on foam board. So I will have to cut out some perfect circles of foam board, and cutting out perfect circles is It's fun to say the least. Right, so I've got a little tiny bit, I don't know if you can see that, just a little tiny bit of sealer left in here. It was a little bit thick this morning, so what I've done is just put a teeny tiny bit of water in. I don't really recommend watering down sealers because they're intended for the job they are, but because this is the bottom of the pot, and I did put a little bit of water in, less than half a teaspoon probably, just a drip. And I've given it a good stir around, so I'll get this used up. I am going to seal a few other bits and pieces off camera. So what you need to do, this is a really nice soft brush. These are, I think they're like dusting brushes. I got them from Create and Craft. Let me just show you my brushes. This one is a rare earth dusting brush. It's for like putting chalks, mica powders, and then if you're using ink and just edging the ink of your at the edge of your canvas, the very soft bristles, very soft brushes. This one's still a bit damp because I have used it once already this morning, so and I've washed it out and used it again. But yeah, you do want a soft brush. You don't want anything hard. Oh, a bit glue stuck there, look. You don't want anything hard on your canvas because you may find that it will take your drills off, because don't forget, until they are sealed, they will still move around a little bit. I get a good amount and then I just spread it out really and just give it a good spread round, and I'm going to go right on the edges. What you're trying to do is push the sealer in between your drills, and then that actually holds them in place. It sort of seals them, it keeps them where they are, so that once it goes up on a wall as a clock, or if you're doing notebooks or anything like that, then your drills aren't going to come off. And it's a bit like grouting tiles is the nearest thing I can get it to. Don't worry about being too neat because it will dry completely clear. And I am going over the parts of this as well that haven't got any drills on, because they are, can you hear that? It's very tacky around, because what you'll find when they do special drills, when you put your drill on, around the edge is still quite tacky, and it will attract fluff and dust and things like that. So special drill ones, if I'm putting them out anywhere and they're not just going in a folder, then I will always seal them, because you will end up, well, I will end up anyway, with Millie fluff on them. Millie's our little Scotty dog. Yeah, so just work all the way around, and I'll go over the little hole there as well. Just get plenty on. It's a case of sort of like working it on and working it off, and don't be too worried about going onto the canvas. As I say, it does dry clear, and put a lot on there, but you can just work it around. Make sure you go right round the edges, because the edges are the ones that are the most vulnerable. Okay, just get this done. This is a lovely soft brush. Again, this was, I don't think this was a rare earth brush. I think this is still just one of Create and Craft's own makes. I think it came in a pack of about 3 or 4. And I don't know whether there was different sizes, but I just find that this size is a nice one to use, and it's a lovely soft brush, and it's got like a point on the end as well. The other thing I would recommend that I haven't shown, I meant to and I haven't because I've started it already, is just flatten down your canvas. I use a little roller. I've got a speedball roller that I used to use when I was doing inking on cards and things, and I use that as like a press to put my diamonds in, and I just lightly go over that, and it just presses all your diamonds down, all your gems down, because while you're doing this, if there are any loose ones, they will come up. So it's always handy to have a drill pen somewhere around, because as you're doing this, if you do find that a drill comes off as you're going along, and they do get stuck in the brush, then you can just quickly pop that back on. But don't worry, if when you've finished it and you find that a drill has popped off and you have got one missing, you can just put a little bit of sealer onto it, and then you can just pop it back onto your canvas. If you just put the sealer into the gap where the gem needs to go, you can just put one back. So, okay. I will show you this once it's dry, and as I say, we will do the clock once it's dry as well. Getting to the end of this one, so I'm hoping I've got enough in this little container just to do these. Get this one done, use this up. Say crafter, I do like to use everything. I don't like to throw anything away, and I want to get my money's worth out of everything. Just get that number 6 done. So quite strange looking numbers, but you can tell it's a number 6, and they are going to show up really, really nicely. But this clock is going to go in my craft room. So I did have a Scotty dog one in here, but sadly it decided to leap off the wall. The mechanism wasn't working brilliantly anyway. It was one I got, oh gosh, years ago at a craft fair, and I think the mechanism was starting to go. And yeah, it was a battery operated one, the same. And yeah, once I got it on the wall, at one bit it decided it would jump off the wall. It wanted to go for a walk, and that was the end of my clock really. I did sort of put it back together, and I've tried putting another mechanism in it, but it's decided it's not staying on the wall anymore. It's had enough of being hung up. So I needed a new clock, and when I saw this one, I thought, well, I'm going to get that one then, because I like owls as well. If they'd have had a Scotty dog, I'd have been in absolute heaven. You wouldn't have seen me for dust. It would have been done in hours, and it would be up on the wall by now. Okay, just go around that one. So it is. It does dry really, really quickly as well, but I am going to leave this overnight so that it is fully solid, because I am going to be sticking it down and messing about quite a bit with this. Excuse me, look, I've been chatting that much, I'm losing my voice now. Hooray, says Hubby. No more nagging today, she's lost her voice. Okay, so that's, you can see where the white is and where it's done. I'm just going to wipe around there a little bit. So it doesn't really matter, I just wipe. So I think I've just got the top bit to do now. Are you shouting at me saying you've missed a bit? I think I'm just going to have enough to finish this one off, and then I'll have to start my new pot. Yeah, I've done some decorations, and they need doing on both sides, so I've done those this morning already, and a couple of other bits, because if something's double-sided, then obviously you've got to do it and then wait for the other side to wait for one side to dry before you do the other side. So I thought, well, if I get those done, and then I can get on and do the rest of it. Okay, oops, just get that bit done. End of the moon. So there you see, there isn't a man in the moon, there's an owl in the moon. We do have an owl round here. Well, we have a pair of owls, and we hear them on a night sometimes, which is quite nice. It was actually sat on next door's bedroom windowsill not so long back. Yeah, because it sounded really, really loud and really close. And I said, well, that's not sat in the trees, that's a lot closer. And I opened the window really carefully, and there it was, just sat on next door's window ledge. Oh, gosh, they'd have got the fright of their lives, wouldn't they, if they'd have opened the curtains and seen an owl sat there looking at them. Jumped out my skin. I've seen too many horror films. Oh dear. When you were a child, did you used to not want to open the curtains in case something was looking back at you? Or was that just me? Oh dear. Frightened of things under the bed, and frightened that something might be gonna come out and get you from the curtains as well. Open the curtains and there's something looking at you. Oh dear. The things that you think of. Right, okay, so that's got a really, really good coating on it. I think I've got all of it. And yeah, I say that will all dry clear, and I will show you it once it's dried. And I'll just pop that lid back on there for now. I might just get another couple of little bits done and use that up. So yeah, that's my owl all kitted down, all nicely sealed now. So once that's dry, I shall get the clock made up. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching this. If you have, if you just give me a quick like, and if you want to come back and see more and see me actually attempt to make this clock, I'm going to try doing it on camera, so that's going to be really, really funny because I've not done it before. As I say, cutting out circles could be fun. Then if you press the subscribe button, you'll be notified when my next videos come out, and you'll be able to pop back and see how things go. So thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.